Hi, my Donnas. I still not come up with the name to call you guys yet, but right now, for now, you are my Donnas. I have some really loyal supporter, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for always there supporting, commenting, sharing my video. Um, enough love and enough respect to you all who support me. Um, I have a story I want to share with you guys this morning. Um, a few years ago, I have a private patient that I used to take care of, and um, what happened is that I would pick her up and take her to a beauty parlor, get her hair done, her nails, and she do her hair every single week. So I would pick her up and she would get dressed. She was independent. She could do her own thing, but she wasn't allowed to drive. And I would take her there, take her to the nail shop, and then go to, it used to be on a Saturday, go to the supermarket. That day when I pick her up, I think it was during the week, but it was Valentine's Day, and she wanted to get her nails done on that day. I was saying to her, do it the day before, but she wasn't feeling well. But Valentine's Day, she wanted to go, so I decided to go and take her. On her, while she finished with her beauty, I drove her car that day. She have a nice little Cadillac that I told her she have to, you know, because it's February, and you want to make sure you use the car, start up the engine, and because the time is cold, it will kill the battery. But it wanted to wash, and it's so funny that I said to her, when you leave the beauty parlor, before we go pick up the grocery, I am going to take your car to the car wash that day. So I went there. I went to the car wash, and we let off the car in the back, and I go inside where we have to pay to wash the car. So we walked in, and the car is at the back. They take it over to get it washed. It's a glass place, and you could see that the car started to wash the minute they put it through. So during that time, we walked in up to the cashier. There was a gentleman and a lady. Both of them was at the counter. So the gentleman take up a rose and give to my client, and I said, she said thank you, and I saw this amazing look on her face, like she just light up like a star. So I said to myself, if I know, I would have brought her a rose, because she looked so happy when the guy gave her the rose. Anyways, at that time, he said to me, that was the last rose. And I was like, no, I wasn't looking for any. It's okay. And he said, I am so sorry, that was the last rose. So I said, you see the looks? I said to him, you see the look on her face? She appreciated it. That's so nice. Thank you. And I said, thank you so much for giving her that. Look at the look on her face, because I feel so good that she was so happy to get the rose. So after that, she paid to wash the car, and she walked towards the door, and I walked behind her. Yeah? So my husband just called me and break my meditation. So she walked towards the door, and after that, while I was at the door, because there was the right door is where the entrance is, and the left door is the exit. So we are going towards the left door now, towards the exit, to pick up the car when it's finished. So I turn around, and two white ladies came in behind me. The first one, but the guy couldn't see me. But I could see him. I saw him giving her the rose. He couldn't see because I was closer to the door, and he's kind of into a corner. So, but I could see, and I saw him give one of the lady. Well, the one was the lady that was at the back. She didn't reach up to him yet. But when I turned around, I just turned around and saw him giving the lady a rose. And that made me feel so bad. I said, oh my God. I was like, wow. Why did he even said that to me? Like, I wasn't looking for anything. I didn't even want the rose. But he just lied to me. Like, he just blunt lie. Why would he lie to me? Like, I didn't even care. I was thinking, like, that's mean. You know, and I was saying to myself, wow. Anyways, the lady I didn't say it out loud, but after I pick up the car, I was thinking about it and I said it to her, and she said, are you kidding? And I said, no. And he's like, why would he lie to you? And I said to her, because I used the R word, which is racist. And I said, because of that, because I was starting to feel some kind of way, like he belittled me, or because of the color of my skin, he just belittled me just now, just blunt lie. I just started to think about it like that. It's not like I really wanted a rose, because what is a rose? I could buy myself 100 roses. So it's not like I wanted a rose. Anyways, it made me feel some kind of way, and she was saying she don't think it's the R word, but maybe he didn't have enough. I said, he said that was the last one he gave you. And she said, yes, you're right. But why would he lie? And then she started to see, and then she was starting, I could see that she was getting upset. And I said, it's okay, don't worry about it. And I'm telling you, that made me feel so shitty, man. It made me feel so bad. And that was the first time I ever faced that thing. And not just that, but I have a car. And like when I go into certain like neighborhood, or I see a couple, like coming from the supermarket, because sometimes I go to the white neighborhood of the supermarket, and when I walked out and go into my car, you could see them looking at me and looking at my car, like maybe they're like, this is what I think, like maybe they're saying that, oh, should get that the car they're from, whatever. That's what I think. I don't know, and I'm just saying. But I feel like that when the way they look at me and just look at my car, I feel that kind of way. You know what I mean? When I go into the neighborhood, I just feel that kind of way. But to be so blunt lie, that from then, that will make me think things. Because I just feel like, because of my color of my skin, why he did that day. So when I come home, my bed was with chocolate roses all over that my husband did for me. He does not celebrate Valentine's Day, but the fact that he did that for me, I don't buy him things on those days. I don't buy him gifts on Valentine's Day because he does not celebrate it. So I wouldn't get him anything, but he knows that, you know, it's okay for me, so he did it for me. And I started to tell him about, I came home that day, yeah, when I came home that day, he said it. I said it to him, and he was like, what? Yeah, right. Yeah, I was right there beside the bed when I was saying, look at this, and look what I deal with today. Yeah, I said that to him. Yeah, I said, look what I have right here, and I did have to deal with that today. And he said, what? And that's when I started telling him, and he said that's have everything to do with it, because of the color of his skin. That's the only reason why. Why would somebody else walked in after me and he gave them a rose but tell me a blunt lie that he didn't have any more? But I didn't want it. It's just that give her, and maybe if he did give me one, I would give it to her too. Not maybe. I would give it to her because I didn't want it. Getting in a rose on Valentine's Day from someone you love, it's gotta be my children or my husband. That's fine. That's the rose that means something to me. Not from a stranger who just give me a rose. Yeah, I didn't want it, but it just make me feel bad, like he belittled me. That's how I feel, like he belittled me, because of the color of my skin. So that make me like look into my self-esteem and question myself. You know what I mean? So before people really do things like that to others, it is so wrong, and you should never do things like that. You shouldn't do it, because you will make people question their inner self and feel some kind of way. But anyway, guys, tell me if anything like this ever happened to you. I'm just stopping by to share my story. As I said, I'm a content creator. I love to create content, and I'm just sharing some thoughts, some videos, some ideas, some motivational stuff, some things that I've gone through, my family, my friends. I'll share with you as the times goes by. Whether every other day, every 2 days, whenever, just look out for my content, because they will be coming. Keep me motivated. I have my dietist supporters, and I just want to big you up again. Love you guys. Stay blessed, stay positive, encourage one another, be supportive, all the good stuff. Don't let anything drag you back from what you believe in. Okay? So we are here, and we should motivate and support one another. Thank you for your loyal support. Thank you for leaving your feedback all the time. And I love to read your comments sometimes. Especially sometimes the comments them with me and Gracie. If you hear me laugh out when I no leave them comment there sometime, if you no hear me laugh, or I think something wrong with me. But no wrong with me, good. But sometimes I must see some comment with me and Gracie. Oh my God, I laugh bad. But anyway, guys, enough love. Big up on yourself. Stay at peace. Stay positive. And love on yourself. Self-love.